for you. This morning I wanted to go back to WindowBuilder Pro and take a look at some of the options that are available. I'm going to use a list box because it's an easy way to demonstrate what I want to talk about. I've got here a window that I've been building in WindowBuilder Pro, and you notice that if I double click on this list box, I put some default items in it just to have something there. Not a whole lot going on in these properties if you double click. What you want to do to get properties for the list box or most other widgets is right click, and there are attributes and callbacks. Callbacks is the one I'm interested in right now. Now the cool thing here is that there's a lot of different things you can do. You can specify callbacks on these various things. So I want a single selection callback. It'll tell you over here what it is. Notice the pop-up help tells you a lot while you're cursing over. In fact, cursing might be the appropriate thing in some ways when it covers up this text. In any case, once you select the kind of thing you want a callback on, single selection here, you can come down to the bottom and say, okay, I want to do the receiver to self, and I want to just say add, and that'll put that in there, and nothing's really happened yet because notice I don't have a callback method. Now if I'm building a new thing, I can specify a method that doesn't really exist yet, or notice there's a drop down here. I can pull this and get some standard methods that are in there for pretty much anything. But let's just go ahead and say I want to put in a new one, get selection, and notice if I don't put a colon after it, this client data is nil. I can't do anything with it. But if I change this and put a colon on it, suddenly this enables, and I can pull it down and decide what, if anything, to pass. And I'll say, okay, I want to pass the and it's far from the form, from the main window, from the menu bar, or any of a number of things here. Let's leave that alone though. I'll go back and leave this back to that and disable that. And now that's all set. I don't have to hit OK again because that's already added. If I hit add, I'm going to be adding another callback. And of course, I can keep adding callbacks. I could say multiple selection, extended selection, default action, callback, what have you. I can have as many callbacks specified as I like and specify them all in here. Then another cool thing that I found here that I like is you come up here once I close this window, hit OK on it, and you go to Tools. Notice this code generation, and I'm going to have to pull this over a bit so you can see this. Tools, code generation, generate test code for selection. And here it'll generate the test code that would open this stuff up, and you can see how it's going to work. So that's kind of a nice thing as well. So a lot of stuff going on in WindowBuilder Pro. These kinds of things are available on most of the widgets. You can specify the callbacks the same way. It works across the board. Of course, your options for what will and won't be available vary based on the widget. Obviously, push buttons are different than list boxes, but you get the idea. So that's about it for today. Until next time, have fun with whatever Smalltalk you're using.